1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show.
Sorry, I coughed. I didn't try to say something, I coughed.
Yeah. What baffles me is, how do you know? Because nobody knows when you're going to die. You know, we all can't see past a certain time period. Of course, if you're terminally ill, that's a different case. But I know somebody that is terminally ill, was given 6 months 10 years ago, and is still alive,
still living.
Yeah. So
still living.
Yeah, so it's impossible to actually predict the day that you're going to die. So how does one now pre-choose or pre-select their funeral list? And that's baffling to me, because it's like yeah.
No, I was only going to say, I mean, when famous people die, it turns out that many of them have selected the sort of funeral service they might have with the songs or the hymns. I mean, yeah. I think somebody in Monty Python, going back years, he's around now, I think, Eric Idle, he recorded the song from one of their films, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, and I think he has said he wants that to be one of the songs on his funeral. So people do select a sort of type of service that they want, and mostly people say they want to be remembered, you know, as a celebration of their existence, of their life. So it shouldn't be ideally a dreadfully sad thing, although it inevitably will be for some close family members, I guess. But based on that, it seems to me there's no reason why someone shouldn't say, you know, I don't know when I'm going to die, they might say, but can I just say to my relative, if I do die, and I'm still out of sorts with that particular person, can you make sure they don't come to my funeral? So I think there's nothing wrong in making a contingency statement. Where, you know, if that person's still alive when I go, I'd rather they were not there. So I don't think it's a big mystery that people will do that. And I suspect perhaps as people get much older, they might think, yeah, I don't really want that person there if they're still around. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's all a bit sad, isn't it? If anybody has got a bit of a bad relationship with somebody such that they wouldn't want them to basically come and pay their respects and say goodbye. So yeah, I don't think it's odd though that people do make that stipulation.
Yeah.
I even think sometimes it might not be the dead who's made that decision. It might be a family member.
Yeah, true.
It could be a family member who said, no, we're not inviting that one.
Yeah.
Don't invite that one.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
But then the question is, how would the dead feel about that?
The dead is gone, they don't know anything. They don't know anything, they're gone.
You're going into a whole new area of discussion there, aren't you?
They're gone, man.
They might not be happy about it because they might not necessarily want to exclude that person. But then you're doing it on their behalf. That's not what that's not what they wanted. You know? So I'm gonna be advocating for the dead now. I'm gonna say, well, don't do it if the dead person didn't give you the go ahead to do it. You know, just invite whoever to the funeral. Well, I for one would not be attending my own funeral. I just thought I'd mention that.
Nobody does. Except your lifeless body in the coffin there will be attending though.
I hope not. I hope I just keep it all together. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Go on. Sorry.
I was only going to say, I think You brought down a very sad subject here, cuz. We need to raise the mood a bit, I think. Just because you're in Lanzarote.
The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything customers. And fund the aim of everything customers.
Just because you're in Lanzarote enjoying yourself. I can just see a man in a suit. That's all I can see.
I don't. Yeah, this.
It must be very cold in Lanzarote.
Just one of them days. It just won't come on yesterday. The laptop that I use, you know. So I'm using a desktop, and you know, it's misbehaving.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. I mean, to give it some credit, I've just tried to set up Zoom on it. Half an hour ago. No, not half an hour ago, but about an hour ago, I started trying to test it, and it worked perfect. I thought, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna show off to bruv, and tell him I'm on some Caribbean island. But yeah, so well, it's a shame. It's a shame. Right. So you were going to talk about probabilities and statistics, bruv.
Yeah, just one or two things, really. Just one or two hopefully interesting things. I'll ask you a question first of all. Can you think, either of you, can you think of a word? In fact, there's only two in the English language, as far as I know, and they are related words, which have got three consecutive double letters. So in other words, you've got a double letter followed immediately by another double letter followed immediately by another double letter. The three letters are all different, but they're all doubles consecutively in this word. There's two words, and they're similar words, but see if you can come up with something.
Does it have to be in English?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's a shame because I was thinking of a word in Welsh.
No, you weren't. No, it's one of those things I think you either know or you don't. I think it's fair to say.
I can't think of anything right here. I can't.
I can think of yeah, it's still in Welsh. Yeah.
Except I make something up in my head.
Yeah.
Which is Emmy. EEMMYY.
That's it, you got it right.
I must say that is an upgrade. Thank you very much for the upgrade. I'll take that.
Right, I'll tell you the answer to that one then.
Right.
There's two words, they're both the same sort of base word. Bookkeeper. So we have BOOKKEE.
Whoa, brilliant.
Or bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is the other one.
Whoa.
So that's an interesting one.
And that's a very simple thing, but you never think in that line, you know. It's very simple, but you never think that way.
You wouldn't realise.
Well, can I just say to Sart Femo to speak for himself, because I thought it.
You were thinking in Welsh for some strange reason.
Well, it sounded English.
Right, the next one. Right. The next one is an interesting paradoxical thing, really.
Right.
A grain of millet. Have you heard of millet?
Yes.
Millet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sort of. I mean, I think of millet as something that people sometimes put in the bottom of their bird cage. You know, little birds, they can peck millet, but it's also there's a number of small seeded types of grass and the type of cereal crop from which they make fodder for animals or even human food. So millet. Now the fact is, if a grain of millet drops on the floor, it makes absolutely no sound at all. That's been tested and proved to be the case. You drop a grain of millet on the floor and it makes no sound. But if you drop a little bunch of millet, it will make quite a significant sound.
Yeah.
With the obvious conclusion.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. He'll introduce the gang who'll make the show go with a bang, with fun